Good morning, guys. Good morning. We're here for our Tuesday Car Chronicles. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining this morning. We will have a two-part Car Chronicles this morning because I have an appointment that I have to make it to, and I got to get there on time. So we're going to still go with our show this morning, but we definitely will have to break it up maybe into like two parts. Okay, so I'm still going to do my show because I know you guys are looking for me this morning. All right, so let's get our show started. Let me get back. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We are a little later than normal this morning, but I was saying I have an appointment I have to make it to a little bit later this morning, so we're gonna squeeze in a Car Chronicles. This is gonna be probably like a two-part this morning. All right, so we're gonna get through this part, and then I'm gonna be back once I finish my appointment, and I will go live with you guys again. Okay. But I did want to touch bases because I know you guys be looking for me in the morning. I don't want nobody to feel disappointed. So we're going to still do our live. All right. So good morning to everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully you guys got your coffee and your tea and you're getting where you need to be. It says that says, I'm sorry. I can't speak individually. I'm sure. Oh, that's fine. Be safe, child. Be safe while you're driving. All right. So let's get into our show. I pulled this interview because I wanted to go over it. Carlos King is interviewing Nell Fletcher from Love and Marriage Huntsville, and he's also interviewing Aisha Cologne from Belle Collective. I like Aisha. Aisha is Aisha is a riot, y'all. I love her. But let's get into it. She's very matter of fact too. And she's spitfire. So my goodness. So this is a good interview of some things that Nell pretty much said on this interview that was kind of contradicting to her live that she did when she talked about Martell and that whole situation with them asking her to come to the polo event. Okay, so we're going to get into that. Let's just jump right in so that we can stay on track with our time. All right, so we're jumping right in. All right, let's get into it.
Belle or whether they love and marriage Huntsville. Well, I can't talk to you because you deal with such and such. Well, I'm not talking to you because you're friends with such and such. There ain't nobody, no one's going to tell me who the hell to be friends with. I'm a grown-ass woman at the end of the day.
Well, since you brought that up, let's talk about the elephant in the room. So you went live last week because you were at an Atlanta event. Hey, Tisha, you were at an Atlanta event. And at this event, Martell was there with his child's mother. Okay. And there is a couple of photos floating around of you looking, you're smiling, greeting Martell's child's mother. And there's multiple pictures floating around. And you went on live in your natural hair, which, by the way, we all love it. And everyone says they love your natural hair, Ms. Nell. So we love the natural. So you and your natural hair with a few highlights and a black t-shirt went live, and you said that you are.
A black t-shirt. I didn't even know what I had. I don't even know what
I knew what you had on because I watched it. So you and your natural hair with a few highlights, and a black shirt. You went on live as you were sitting on a couch. Did you see this, Aikesha?
I saw some of it.
Okay.
I did see it.
Because Aikesha's busy. So she saw some of it. And she had to attend to her kids and her man and her business. Okay. So you were very upset at Martell and his publicist. Miss Nell, you alleged that you felt you were set up by Martell's publicist to be seen being friendly with this woman. A lot of people thought that, because you said that, you don't want to be involved in something where you can't be friends because somebody said you can't be friends. A lot of people are like, why did you feel the need to address it? Did you and Melody have a conversation before this happened? Did you call Mel to let her know what was going on? Did you do this because you didn't want the audience to think one thing or the other? Did you do this because you and Melody are friends and you guys have a great relationship, that you wanted the world to know that you would never disrespect her? So I would like to know what was the reason that you felt you were being set up by Martell's publicist in taking pictures with his child's mother?
Most people have no idea that the best way to make money on Amazon isn't with physical products. It's
All right, and we're back.
Okay, you kind of froze there for a minute, but I got most of it.
Nell's
Let me say this. Me and Mel are friends. Even if I fell out with Mel tomorrow, I'm not going to be friends with Ariane. That's her name.
You know her name.
I poured into Martell and Mel's marriage. That's a big difference that people do not understand. Anytime you spend countless days and nights with a couple and you counseling to them about their marriage to, at the time, let me not be disrespectful, Martell's baby mother was the other woman. I'm talking about this woman to Mel. I'm talking about this woman to Martell. And I'm telling him where he's wrong. And I'm watching Mel go through something that I do not wish upon no married woman, because I've been there myself. So that moment, those moments that I shared with Mel while she was going through that in her situation, they wasn't divorced. I cannot just go and say, oh, I'm friends with Mel now. This situation is totally different. But I'm going to entertain Ariane over here with Martell, and I did not try and counsel them or help their marriage. No, I do not like the fact that she had dealings with Martell in their marriage, and I'm not the one to say she's the reason why they're not married anymore. I cannot say that. I'm just saying, as Mel being my friend and me counseling Mel and Martell, and everything was about this other woman, Ariane. I always ask Martell, even when he said something about the Polo Classic and my husband and Martell are still friends. And he said, hey, babe, do you want to go? Martell is inviting us at his table. Who's going to be at that table? That was one of my first questions. Who's going to be at that table? Because I just cannot be at that table. It has nothing to do with what no one thinks. It has everything to do what Miss Nell thinks, my respect that I have for myself as a woman. Mel hasn't said anything to me. Mel has not called me. She has not addressed me on this issue. She has not asked me to say anything about this issue. I just happened to load some pictures up of mine, and then I start getting these negative comments like, why you didn't load the pictures with the slide chick, or why you didn't load the pictures with coleslaw? And I'm like, what? I don't have any pictures with her. I didn't take any pictures with her. Not on my own. I clearly said when he brought her over there, he says, hey, Nell, you've never met Ariane. This is Ariane. And I'm like, oh, shit, here we go. How you doing? And I shook her hand. That's me. I wasn't going to say, oh, no, bitch, I don't fuck with you like that. That's not that. I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't going to do that. Maybe 20 years ago, I would have done that. But no, I wasn't going to do that. I shook her hand, said, nice to meet you. Back. And whoever the PR was that Martell is claiming that it's not his PR, that's why he fired her. I don't know what, I don't know. But she was like, well, hey, let's get a group picture. I said, no, you must not know who I am. She says, no, I know exactly who you are. This will be our TMZ moment. I said, no, you won't get no damn TMZ moment from me. And I told my husband, I'm out. I'm going the other way. Let's go. That's how that situation went. But I don't, that was my first time ever meeting that young lady. I know nothing about her besides everything that took place with Mel and Martell's marriage. I didn't like it. I have no ill feelings towards her, That's who Martell is with, seem to be, but that they're not going to control my life. When you come for me and it makes it look like I'm hanging out with her and I'm entertaining her and I'm kumbaya and we having a damn good time, no. Stop the madness. Stop the bullshit. I did not entertain her like that. No, I spoke and I kept it moving.
Okay, my last question on this is, have you and Martell spoken since your live video?
No.
No. Okay.
He's
Okay.
spoken to my husband, but not me.
What did he say to your husband?
He did not set me up.
Okay.
That's what he said. He wished Nell had called him because he didn't set me up. And I felt like I told my husband, well, no, he could have called me. If he knew it was out there and it was going around, he should have called me. He could have said, hey, Nell, I didn't intend for this to go this way. Beg your pardon. But I didn't get no phone call from Martell. I only got my husband got a phone call after I went live and said that Martell felt the way he did.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm glad you cleared it up because that was one of the main questions the audience wanted to know. So now we get into Huntsville. So listen, this girls trip, I said this on Twitter and I want to get Aikesha's thoughts on it. It's one of my favorite girls trip ever in the history of reality television because you ladies spoke about real life issues. And that to me is the beauty of a girls trip. You got the cattiness and all that stuff because, you know, I think we were all gagged when Kimmy checked you the first night on the girls trip when she stepped up to you and, you know, had that moment with you. But I want to hear from Aikesha. Aikesha,
I let her have that moment. I just let her have it. I was really over it. Of course. Okay.
Okay. Aikesha, what are your thoughts on the girls?
I ain't scared of nobody. If I feel like I'm over it, I'm just damn over it. But be clear, I hold my own.
Sure.
So, Aikesha, did you catch the mid-season premiere of Huntsville?
Yes, I did.
What are your thoughts on the girls' trip? I just want to hear everything that you're feeling because I know you very well. You are very opinionated and have lots of thoughts.
Oh, thank you. One, I was thinking, Lord, I don't even know if we would ever be able to do something like this. But I was just happy that everyone seemed like they were able to talk and resolve different issues. Like I was happy to get Destiny's side of the story of what was happening, to see her receipts, like when she was breaking down those text messages. I was happy that Destiny and Mel were able to have a conversation and for Destiny to really express how she felt. And then we heard, you know, what Mel was hurt by. I was happy to see that conversation between Sunny and Destiny. And that was a mature, that was a grown woman conversation because, you know, sometimes I wonder if I would be mature enough to sit or stand in front of the woman who is currently with, you know, a man that I was in a relationship and be on a girls trip with that woman. So I was just happy that everybody was able to get those conversations out and be able to really say how they felt. Oh, I was really happy that Stormy was able to ask Mel those questions of, you know, how do you feel to hear what the millimeters are doing? You know, I mean, allegedly that these are millimeters. So I was just, there were conversations that needed to happen. And I was glad that we were able as an audience to see and hear these conversations and the response.
What are your thoughts on the Destiny and Sunny situation? Do you think Sunny crossed the line? Or do you think at the end of the day, she was her producer and she met him, you know, independent of Destiny later down the line and they got married?
I think the Sunny crossed the line. And that's my opinion. You are a producer on the show and, you know, we do get very comfortable with our producers. And if we're not able to be open and vulnerable with you guys, then how are we to bring that to our audience? And so if I have to be guarded and worried about if Courtney was going to be trying to talk to Willie after it was over, or if I'm going to be hearing, like, I don't want to feel like I can't trust my producer. And I know that you guys, meaning you, Kingdom Reign, you want to get the best stories. You want to get what is best for TV. But at the same time, we still should be able to trust you with our truths. And so, yeah, no, you and Destiny may not have been the best of friends, but you've had conversations about this man. You knew that this was her man. Whether they were together or not, I don't even think I would want to entertain anyone who was with someone that I knew, or that I'm going to be. I mean, what if it was still a producer on the show? Like, what if you guys never brought her on? Was she still going to be a producer on the show?
Well, no. Well, that's the thing, and I want to answer that. She and Moses started dealing with each other when she was not a part of the show, right? She was not a producer. Nell, you got something to say?
DJs at the polls is bringing the beats to local polling locations on election day. Remember, who you vote for is private, but whether you vote is public information. Our DJs are turning election day into a party you won't want to miss.
Get past this ad.
Find your next possibility on cars.com. Where to next?
Good interview, to be honest. We're back.
I think she's been looking at him for a minute.
Listen, I don't know because I'm not on the show, but
I understand, Aikesha.
Yeah, but for me,
and that apology is what I told her to say.
You told
who?
Do you
think she meant the apology, Miss Nell?
No, I got a chance to spend time with Sonny. I think she felt more guilty than anything.
Of what?
And I kept telling her, Sonny, it seems like this is bothering you. Why don't you have a conversation with Destiny? Why don't you tell her? I mean, you didn't mean for it to go this way. You never meant to hurt her. Everything I told her to say, she said during the conversation. I'm like, wow, like, so when Destiny was like, I don't believe this, I'm not surprised, because
I wasn't surprised either.
Because if you really meant it, you wouldn't have said my words from word for word, and then you wouldn't have went back on what you said so quickly.
And you're a producer, so you know what is needed in order for a show to move forward. So it's an unfair, in my opinion, because I don't know Destiny and I don't know Sonny. I'm just watching as a viewer. But being on this side of it and being on a show where I am produced and dealing with producers, it's unfair to Destiny. Because Sonny knows both sides. So Sonny knows how to make a story move, and Sonny knows what to say in order to move on through what you guys are looking for. And I just felt like, I know for me, there is no way in hell or heaven that I would be able to do what Destiny is doing right now, being on this show with Sonny, knowing that she was my producer, knowing that we've had conversations about my man, and then Destiny basically made her say, stop pretending like you and I were not talking. Stop acting like we weren't building a friendship. So watching Destiny and just looking at her as she was going back and forth with Sonny, and the way Sonny's body language was, I believe Destiny. And I was just like, wow.
Child.
Now, who do you believe?
Destiny.
Of course you do.
As we also saw on this trip that Aikesha brought up, we saw Destiny and Melody finally have a conversation. So to catch the fans up, Destiny was not a part of last season. Their last conversation was at the season before reunion. So Destiny and Melody are in the same room for the first time on this girls' trip. And they started to finally have the conversation that Destiny felt she needed to get off her chest. So now, when you were there and you saw Destiny bring up the fact that she felt that Melody taught this woman how to respectfully cheat and all those things, what did you think about that as you were at the table?
It broke my heart.
Yeah.
It broke my heart that Destiny would do that.
You even have a hope.
I just don't see and I love both of them dearly, but I have to speak my truth. I just don't see no woman. I don't see Nell trying to teach a woman how to respectfully cheat. Hell, I'm not finna show no woman how to respectfully cheat with my husband. I don't see it from the two people that I have sat down and counseled. I don't see that. I didn't buy it. And I told Destiny this before. I'm just having a hard time believing it.
What about you, Aikesha? What were your thoughts when you heard that?
I mean, because I don't know them, but I agree a little bit with Miss Nell. And if anything, when she was saying that she heard them on the phone, you know, in my mind, I'm imagining, yeah, she probably heard Mel on the phone saying, listen, bitch, if you want him, you can have him. If he's over at your house, then you let him stay at your house. But don't come at me. Don't come telling me about what's going on with you and Martell. You know, like, that's what it was in my mind when she was saying, I heard them on the phone. I heard you trying to teach her to respectfully cheat. No, I was telling her, bitch, if you want him, you can have him. And like that's kind of how I took it. I don't know Mel, but I don't see her sitting up just saying like, well, when he's with you, you know, make sure you call me so I know that he's there, you know, especially a woman who has children with someone and loves. And but I don't know. Like I said, I just did not think that was happening. But I also think that Destiny was getting caught up. You know, she and Mel were going back and forth, and she was trying to, you know, get her point across. And I think she was just saying things that
to piss her off, get on the skin.
Yes, more like that. Yeah. I mean, I don't believe that, but I don't know.
I do believe too, like I have boys.
This is
and so one of them just turned 30 yesterday, and what's the day before yesterday? Second. Second. And of course, everybody knows Lance is 33. At the time, that's around the age Mel was. And for me, on the outside looking in, when you're dealing with boys and you're dealing with young ladies, I'm seeing a lot of that. And I'm like, y'all pump y'all brakes. Why are you talking to this other one? They're trying to see like, okay, well, what did he say to you? It's almost like trying to get information. And I don't think it was nothing respectfully cheating. She probably was trying to find out information about her husband. Like,
yeah, and trying to see like really if it's true what she said, what they're saying. Is he really with you? What, you know, like she's probably trying to get her facts and her ducks in a row before she makes any major move, because she has children with this man. She's been with him since her, you know, forever, since her 20s or whatever.
They've been together since college, trying to find out like, okay, what is really going on? What can this woman tell me about my husband that I already don't know? Let me get some facts. That's what I think. I don't think it had nothing to do with no respectfully cheating. I just don't buy it.
So now I want to ask
Nell, I can tell you some things about Chris that you don't know. Hit me up, girl. All right. Back to it.
Ask you this, and obviously Aikesha, you could chime in as well, because I don't know anything that transpired between you and Willie before marriage or whatever, because it hasn't been a topic on the show. But Nell, you've been very honest and transparent about your husband and you dealing with infidelity. So when you dealt with infidelity in your marriage, did you and the woman that he was sleeping with, did y'all ever have a conversation?
Hell no.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you.
No, I tried to kill
it. Well, for me, Willie and I have never dealt with infidelity in our marriage. I've never been disrespected in any kind of way when it comes to other women. If there is another woman out there, she knows what her place is, and clearly she knows how to stay in it. When we were dating, I mean, Willie, I'm sure he was in those streets. Willie's 5.5 years younger than I am. When I met Willie, he was fresh off his second Super Bowl. You know, he was living his best life, and he was in those streets. But the person that I am, I have always told Willie, if a bitch can beat me rocking, she can have my chair.
Yes,
I'm not about to
that.
waste any fucking time, period. Excuse my language, Miss Nell. I'm not about to waste.
Baby, I love that quote. When I heard her say it the first time when I originally listened to this interview, I said, bitch, you better say it. If a bitch can beat me rocking, she can have my chair. That's some old school shit right there. Yes, honey, speak, okay? That's an old quote right there.
Waste any sleep.
You don't owe me no apologies.
Yeah, I'm not about to do that in any way, trying to find out or figure out if what Willie is doing. So when we were dating, I had one. Let me say, I had one when I first moved to New York. I moved here September of 2013. I'm gonna give y'all some real tea because everybody want to, be trying to. They just want something to be happening in my marriage. Bitch, I'm happily married with a good ass man. But when I moved here in 2013, I remember like that December, it was around Christmas time. And we were sitting, the Jets were playing Miami. And we're sitting here and I get a Facebook like DM or something, Facebook message. And this chick was like, hey, did Willie tell you about me? And so I'm looking at this. Now, mind you, I'm sitting here with his mother, TT, all of this. It's Christmas time. It's like December 26, 2013. And I'm like, now I know somebody got to be playing with me. So I said, no, sweetheart, because Willie and I only talk about important things. And I had only been here like 4 months. So shit, I mean, I'm pretty sure he ain't had a chance to get all his bitches together. You got me here. So she just goes on and on and on. And so my response to that was like, look, honey, she was like, well, I found out this and I did this and I did whatever. And I said, let me tell you something. Everything you're saying, you're telling me about me. You're telling me I just moved here. You're telling me da, 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 da. But what I'm telling you is everything you've explained sounds like a man who has respect. For who? Me. Because you know everything about me, but I know nothing about you.
Boom.
So I'm sitting here with his family on Christmas time, and you're sitting here watching a game on TV, trying to go through text messages and whatever, asking if Willie told you something about me. No, we discussed important things.
Baby.
Willie ended up telling me, even when Willie called me, he would always call me when they were flying back because they come back after every away game. He hit me up. He was like, hey, babe, this, and that. He actually got.
Nell, you hearing this? Take notes, Nell. Y'all see how Nell sitting there looking like, damn.
Take that game. I said, look, when you get back, appointments were already set. Didn't say a word about it. He said he called his brother telling him also, I'm getting on the plane. I'll call you when I land. He said his brother was like, the N-word. So-and-so sent Aikesha a message. And he was like, I just talked to her. She ain't say shit. Oh, man. He was like, well, listen, I'm praying for you.
Wait, hold on. Not to cut you off. Okay, let's have a real conversation. You, Aikesha, Holly, or were you married? You weren't married at the time.
No, I had this was in 2013 when I just moved to New York. Yeah.
So from what I was told, because a lot of people who went to Clark and Spelman and Morehouse are friends of mine and they know you. And everyone has said to me, Aikesha came out the womb being who she is. Like Aikesha ain't so I want to preface it with that. You are probably top 3 of the most outspoken woman on any of my shows. Like you speak your mind and you don't care and you apologize later if you feel the need to, child. So you mean to tell me, as a woman dating this man, you found out that this other woman is trying to say Willie and her got some dealings going on, and you kept that to yourself?
No. I kept that while he was about to be flying on that plane with his broke arm. I didn't say that to him then. Because what I said to her, we were going to talk about it. Now, trust and believe, we were going to discuss, because what I said to her, your issues with Willie, sweetheart, you don't want that with me. So if you feel like Willie should be telling me something about you, then you need to take that up with him. Don't come to me. Because I don't go back and forth with bitches about my man. Period. I'm not going to do that. That was when he was my boyfriend, when he became my fiance, and now that he's my husband. I am not going back and forth with not one woman ever about my man, period. So I let him get on that plane. He came back to New Jersey And when he got back to New Jersey, we discussed that. And from that day, that night, until today, on November 4th, 2024, I have never had an issue. I've never had a call. I've never had a woman to come to me. I've never been disrespected. I've never. And that's on my children. So when people get in the comments and they talk about on this show, oh, she tries to pretend like she and Willie's relationship is this and whatever. I don't try to pretend about anything. Willie understands what he has. He respects me. He respects our family. And he's not going to lose this right here.
Come on.
But nobody. So if you getting anything from him, baby, if you get enough money to get your hair done, then that's you.
Tell him. Not your hair.
Aikesha, can you be my mentor?
Listen, but you know what? I will say, it all comes from you and your self-worth and your confidence and knowing what you deserve. And I know what I deserve. I know who I am. And I'm not about to be going back and forth with no bitch who okay with being a side bitch. It ain't a bitch under a rock in this universe who does not know that Willie Colon is married. And they do not know who I am. So if you choose to deal with him, girl, do your thing.
Stop asking research questions to ChatGPT.
Yeah. You cleared the girls right there.
Its answers are not reliable.
And let's get on back to it.
Like I said, my
cleared
issue
the
is
girls,
16
okay?
years
Sit down,
of
Carlos.
so.
Yes. Yeah, no, and you and no. Listen, the thing about my Monday Night Live is my audience are full of women and men and theys who really like to soak up information. Because let's be clear, I started to talk about my personal life, and baby, they be like, Carlos, what's going on with you? It's the whole thing. So I always want to impart on my raindrops some personal stuff that all of us go through so that they can learn something from. And listen, Aikesha, you have another business idea because they want this on a t-shirt. So you said that, what you said about rocking in a chair, can you repeat that again?
I let him know if a bitch can beat me rocking, she can have my chair.
If a bee can beat me rocking, she can have my chair.
I swear I love that quote.
So make sure you sell that at your Ferris Street. So
I have to give that to the old. I got to give that to the old ladies. That's something I got way back from my mamas and grandmamas, like people in Mississippi. Like that's just how I was raised. You don't go back and forth with women on something that you know that's yours. And you know, you don't allow anybody to mistreat you, disrespect you. You have to know your worth. And if Willie doesn't understand that, or any man doesn't understand that, then baby, I'm not the one for you.
Boom.
And that's what I've carried with me.
No, I love that. So so make sure the t-shirts are in stores by Friday.
Oh, gotcha.
They will sell out. So that's me giving you some good.
I will have it on my website by the end of the week.
Queen Script said, I want that shirt. Okay. And I do too, because Carlos is outside. And
baby, you are outside.
You said what?
I said, baby, you are outside.
Not too much, Aikesha. Okay, so one more thing with Huntsville. They're going to move on to Belle Collective. Explosive, much love season premiere. Okay. Oh, one more thing, Aikesha. Empress said also put it on a coffee mug.
Okay.
So you're helping a lot of women. Okay, now we got to talk about this episode and this moment. So Wanda Jr., aka Tisha Scott. Tisha Scott had enough when it came to Dr. Shanita Foster. So for the audience to be reminded, they're on a girls' trip. Melody brought two friends, Lauren and Dr. Shanita Foster. I know Shanita. She's a great girl. She's a fun girl. She's from Detroit like me, and she's everything. I love her. So Dr. Shanita Foster kept calling Tisha an op. And Tisha's a Libra like me. So when you are a Libra, you let some stuff slide. You're like, okay, whatever. And then it happens again. And you say, fine. At some point, if someone keeps poking the bear, right, you're going to react. So in the alley on the way to the Sprinter, and Nell, you're right there in these streets, Shanita called Tisha an op one last time. And Wanda Jr., aka Tisha Scott, had enough. And the way Kimmy stepped to you, Nell, that's how Tisha stepped to Dr. Shanika. When you saw that happen, Nell, did you
blowing the sound of proportion? Y'all, he blowing this shit out of proportion.
No, it's okay. Kimmy checked you. Kimmy checked me too.
No. Like I said,
yes.
I should have mind my own.
Child, your internet sucks.
Well, your Wi-Fi.
I told them how I felt. I let her have it. I ain't got time for 3 grown-ass women who call themselves friends and they really not. So I just say, you know what? Let me move the hell on. Let me move on. I see what this is. I was set up. I should have stayed my ass in the house and mind my own business. Because all I said was,
I'm playing with you. You're not playing with you.
We all need to suck it up. We all in these damn quarters for the housekeepers.
Yeah. So, Miss Nell, were you proud that Tisha stood up and stood on business?
When?
Of course. I seen it coming. Because it happened more than once. It happened more than twice. It happened more than 3 times.
When she do that?
And Aikesha, what did you think about that moment?
The same. I listen. I believe when it's your platform and it's your show, you don't let anybody come in and try to take over your shit. And so I was happy that Tisha said, "Okay, now listen. See, I'm a Leo. We check it the first time. You keep talking about y'all let it go and go." At the table when it was first said, I would say, "Now listen, sweetheart, you don't know me that well.
Boom.
And you're a guest here." So
well, some people may say, Aikesha, you were a guest of Letitia Pearson's show, and you
yeah, but when I came on the show the first season, I was a Belle. So I wasn't a guest. I came in main cast. I never came on as a friend.
Ciao.
Isn't that what my contract said? Yeah. So I'm just saying.
So guys, if you haven't seen Saturday's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, watch it on the OWN app, on demand, or on your DVR. It's an amazing girls trip. Every one of my girls are clocked in. They're giving y'all personal story. They are giving y'all some great conversation that Aikesha said. And the beauty of the girls trip to me, and I'm not going to spoil what happens in the end, but the beauty of the girls trip to me is the fact that everybody has tough conversations. And the way it ends, and Nell, don't give it away, but the way it ends is surprising. And that's all I'm going to say. Would you agree, Nell?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Now, one more thing before we go to Belle Collective. We just taped the Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion. What is one word you would use to describe the reunion we just taped?
Election alert.
All right.
Election day is on November 5th.
Thank you all.
Who you vote for is private.
Talking about your voting this morning. Thank you all for getting to the polls and voting. Look at this hag right here.
Very powerful.
Talking about I'm a Leo now. Why?
Yes.
Now why I get the vote?
I concur. Okay. So Aikesha, Belle Collective, and Nell, Nell, you can stay and talk about this too. So on Belle Collective season 4 premiere, Aikesha is trying to gather the girls. Okay. She has finally made ground on her business on
so
Ferris Street.
To the
and she met with her girl So Gucci.
Even though I do,
and Aikesha.
I want you guys to hear Nell and her damn lies. Okay. Yeah. So let's get on to something else. Or do you guys want to continue to listen? Y'all want to continue to listen? If so, I'll keep playing. Put a 1 if y'all want to keep listening, because I know some of you guys do watch Belle Collective. Put a 1 if y'all want to continue the interview. Put a 2 if you guys are over it. We're going to take a poll. Put a 1 if you guys want to continue the interview. Put a 2 if you guys are over it. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Yes. Okay. I think, okay. So majority rules. All right. So we're going to stop. We're going to stop it. We're going to stop it. Now, later on, if you guys want to continue to see it, then we can do that. Okay. All right. So we got a little bit more time. Let's see. Let me get these other topics. Let me get a couple other topics up, and then we got to go. Because I got to be on time for my appointment. I don't like being late, y'all. I hate being late for my appointments. And I got to be there a little bit early. I feel like Nell kind of lied a little bit in this interview because where she said that Martell told her previously that they were invited to sit at her table, at his table. And when she said that she asked who was going to be there. So that means that you knew prior that Martell was going to be there with Ariana. So when you said you spin around and you were surprised to see Ariana there, when you shook her hand, you weren't surprised because you already knew she was going to be there. When you saw Martell, you knew Ariana was going to be right there. And then the pictures that were taken does not show that you were surprised as well. I showed you guys the pictures. I think that Nell had more time to think about this and get another lie together. That's what I think. So Carlos, you bringing that up just really pushed her into another lie, to be honest with you, because I feel like Chris probably already had a space because wasn't he a model or something there? He was already invited by Miguel Wilson to be there and I think model some suits or whatever. So he had already established his spot there at the event. So I would think that he would have already had a space or a table or something like that. So for Martell to tell Chris up front, hey, come and sit with us, come and hang with us. Who is us? Who is us? That would be my question. If somebody invited me somewhere and say, hey, Rail, come hang with us, my first question is, who is us? Because I want to know. I don't go and hang with people when I don't know who all is going to be there. Because I might not vibe with or fool with this person. And then I get there and then it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm in straight attitude mode or I'm just like, yeah, I'm leaving because I don't fool with this person. So you knew, I think, prior, because I don't think Chris kept that from you. If Chris says, hey, Nell, we going to this event, Martell invited us, you're not going to be like, oh, okay, let's go. You're going to be like, who is us? Y'all feel me? You're going to be like, who is us? So I feel like, Nell, I feel like you lied a little bit. I feel like you were saying that, no, I haven't talked to Martell anymore because I think that you got to stick to this lie of you so mad at Martell and because you don't want Mel one to be mad at you for now finding out that you were at this event hanging with Ariana. And I saw where you were sitting in their space and where you were hanging with them. There's pictures out there, but she wasn't counting on that. But then she said she shared pictures that she had and people were tearing her up in the comments like, yeah, bitch, we see these pictures, but we're the ones when you were hanging with Martell and Ariana. And then to say that you didn't know that there were pictures out there when you just said that the PR person said, I want to take a picture of you and pictures were snapped. That just kind of gives that you were not being totally honest in my book. Okay. In my book, I feel like you lied a little bit, Nell, to try to save face and to keep this fans and stuff from getting on your ass like they did, which you still got it, which the only reason why you went live was to debunk that so people will leave you alone and get off your ass. That's what it was. But I do feel like she did lie. I feel like she lied. Okay. All right. So I did find this Nelly and Ashanti interview because y'all know how I love me some Nelly and Ashanti. I love the two of them together. Let's look at this because they're finally sitting down and talking about their relationship, child. So hey, let's get into it. Y'all know they are married now, child. So I love them. Let's get into it. Now it says that Ashanti and her husband / soulmate Nelly, honey, open up about married life and parenthood with their new baby boy, Kareem Kincaid Haynes, okay, aka KK. They call him KK, okay? How cute is that? So let's get into their love story, honey, okay?
This gentleman for a couple decades now.
Yeah.
Hey.
Listen, we are both very strong-headed, strong-willed, and when two leaders come together, you know,
I call that a power couple.
Exactly. I don't tell him all the time, but I've learned a lot
Oh,
about just being grateful and graceful and giving people grace, being open-minded and level-headed and not too emotional. I'm a little bit dramatic, as he says.
but a great actress.
I have my soulmate, like my person, like my best friend, like my protector. Yeah. You know, it's an amazing feeling. I think just the universe doesn't make mistakes.
Oh man, she's a great person. She's a great mother. Even when it comes to like doing this, having birthday parties and things like that. So to have that person with you, it's like, yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And plus, you seen her in Resident Evil. She shoot that thing.
Listen, have known this
I
gentleman
love
for a
them,
couple
y'all.
decades
They are
now.
so cute.
What is that one moment that you are just so unbelievably proud of?
When Ashanti walked across stage, you didn't see that?
You
You
are
had to
so
see that. Like,
silly.
she literally just skated across that thing with Stein Bang. Like,
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's priceless, honestly. You know, just to have my soulmate, like my person, like my best friend, like my protector.
Yeah.
The universe doesn't make mistakes.
After 9 years apart, these two said I do almost a year ago. And now they have a 3.5-month-old baby boy, Kareem, aka KK.
he loves his daddy.
Absolutely. When he sees daddy, the vibe definitely changes.
Like,
So you're a pro now. You're
well,
a vet
because
here.
he's a boy, and you know I've had boys. When you're changing them, you have to duck, and I've been peed on so much. I can't wait to show him some of the pictures in the videos. Like, look at what your mom was doing to you. She treats him like a Build-A-Bear.
She cares. What is that one moment that you were
No,
just
I
wouldn't
love
be
it.
your birthday if we didn't come with a little something?
Oh, check this out. You didn't have to put the 50 on it. E.T. ethered me. No.
No, good for 50,
Someone
okay?
said to you, let's say 20, 30 years ago, you're going to have 3 Grammys. You're going to have nearly 50 million albums sold.
Yeah.
You're going to have a gorgeous wife in Ashanti. You're going to have amazing kids and an amazing newborn.
The gorgeous wife thing, I pretty much had that in
That was in the bag.
Yeah. It's a blessing.
Like
You know,
this.
you don't think about it. I mean, you know, I grew up in St. Louis, so everything wasn't mapped out. You know, hard work, determination, good parents. All you hope is to have people that are trying to do their best, because you know once you grow up and once you become parents, that's all you want your kids to have from you, is just to know that you're trying. The more I grow and the more I find out, the more I appreciate what was happening when I was younger.
Wouldn't be your birthday if we didn't come with a
That's
little
facts,
something.
man. I love them together, man. Like, they can literally never do no wrong. I love some Nelly and Ashanti, and I'm happy that they found their way back to each other. And I hope he don't F it up this time. Okay, you can tell the two of them really love each other. And I felt the connection at the Versus battle, because that's where they reconnected again, you guys. At the Versus battle, when she was performing on stage and he was like on the side of the stage, and then she called him up there because I think they would get ready to perform. And they had like this little moment where they hugged or whatever. I said, oh, there it go. Because it's like it never, like, even though they broke up, they never really like fell all the way out. And I feel like she always still held on to some love for him. And every time he would see her, he still had that look in his eye for her. So I said, yeah, this look like this could work the second time around, because as people get older, they grow up. And I feel like Nelly kind of grew up some, and I think that she saw that in him and she gave him another chance. So other than him getting off them damn gummies or whatever the hell he be on, honey, he need to get out. Something be having him looking high as hell sometime with his eyes be rolling back. Other than that, I think that he's a great catch for her. So I'm happy that they found their way back. They have a baby now. So it's kind of like they came full circle 360, and look at them. I love it, child. They look great together. And he does not look 50. Let me just say that. Y'all know Nelly always been fine. I always love me some damn Nelly. So Ashanti, you got you a real one, you got you a good one, you got you a fine one, girl. You'll hold on tight. And Nelly, don't fuck it up this time, okay? Period. What y'all think about that? They are beautiful, aren't they? Let me see. Do I have time for one more topic? One more time. What time are we looking at? 9:30. Yeah, we might be able to do one more quick topic. Let's see. Everybody voted. Has everybody voted? Did everybody vote? Did everyone vote? We want everybody to get their vote in now. Y'all know today is the day. Today is the day we need everybody voting. If you did not vote, please get out there and vote, y'all, because it's so essential. And vote blue. I don't like to tell people what to vote for, but please vote blue. All right. Do we have time for one more? I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to go to my appointment, and then we're going to do part 2, okay? Because I don't want to push it. All right. So let's give me time so I can be cute or whatnot, because I like to look cute when I step out. So I want to be rushing this cuteness, child, okay? But anyway, I will see you guys later on today, all right, for the second part of our Chronicles. And, of course, we're still going to do our pop-in as well, all right? Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Everybody said yes, they vote. I see a lot of yes. I see a lot of yes. I see a lot of blue hearts. Yes, early voting. I did early voting too. Yes, a week ago. Come on now. Yes. I see that. That looks good down the chat. Come on now. If you didn't vote, please get out there and vote. Today is voting day. Y'all waited till the lines got long. If you got to vote today, honey, you got to get in them long lines, honey. Play on your phone or something. But get in that line and let's vote, honey, because we cannot afford to let Trump's ass get back in office, baby. Listen, okay? So if you did not vote, if you're not planning on voting, I don't want to hear shit. You don't get to complain about nothing if you don't vote. You don't have no voice if you don't vote, period. Don't be saying, oh, I wish this would change and why this shit is the way it is. Because you didn't vote, okay? It could have been one more vote. Your vote could have been that one vote that could have pushed it over and you ain't damn vote, okay? Let's do it. Yeah, I'm making you feel bad. If you was thinking about not voting, I'm going to make your ass feel bad this morning because you got to vote, all right? Thank you so much, Jewel, for the membership, all right? Yes, girl. Thank you so much. That's right. That's why I'm going to make you feel bad this morning if you planning not to vote because you got to vote. No vote, no voice, right? Me in my chat to my camera, I hate this shit that's going on in my county and I hate this, I don't want to hear that shit because you ain't vote, okay? Period. Thank you so much, Rose. Yes. All right. Thank you, Belle Wilson, KBR Tyra, Linda Gamble, and Scorpion Miss for modding. You guys do such an awesome job. Thank you so much, True TV Podcast. Thank you so much, Purple Unicorn, Aries Girl Podcast, Dear Talk Show, Messy Hoes Atlanta. Thank you so much, Boss Lady Brand 77, Girlfriend Chronicles, Kim K, and Love Seen Heard. And of course, all of my caramelians in the chat. Y'all know I love y'all down. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to share the video, okay? All right, I will see you guys later for our second part of our video and also for Poppy and later, okay? So let's get out of here, guys. Let me give y'all some twerk music so y'all can get on out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe, be blessed. Have a happy Tuesday. Bye.